There will be times when the struggle seems impossible. I know this already. Alone, unsure, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. Remember this. Freedom is a pure idea. It occurs spontaneously and without instruction. Random acts of insurrection are occurring constantly throughout the galaxy. There are whole armies, battalions that have no idea that they've already enlisted in the cause. Remember that the frontier of the rebellion is everywhere, and even the smallest act of insurrection pushes our lines forward. And then remember this. The Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural. Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks. It leaks. Authority is brittle. Oppression is the mask of fear. Remember that, and know this. The day will come when all these skirmishes and battles, these moments of defiance, will have flooded the banks of the Empire's authority, and then there will be one too many. One single thing will break the siege. Remember this. Try.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be doing an Andor Season 1 finale minifigure showcase. So let's get started with this already. First, let's make customs from Episode 11, Daughter of Ferrix. The first character to show up is Brasso using dark tan pocket legs, the torso and hair from Finn from Episode 9, the face from Hawkman, olive green arms, and light nougat hands, and he also has Bimo right here. Cinta, working on the pottery, has a little pot for herself with the face and hands from MJ from Spider-Man, sand green arms, the flipped around torso and legs from a rebel pilot, and Cara Dune's hair. Then I put Melshi here, trapped in the white web stuff. I used two of these big web splash pieces from the Spider-Man sets with this skeleton arm at the bottom to connect both of them up, and then a 1x1 light bluish gray clip attached to a 1x1 white jumper plate to have this whole thing here be usable and all. Then Vel goes into Luthen's shop and Clea is there, and she uses the torso from Ron Weasley from the first LEGO Harry Potter collectible minifigure series, and the legs from Tina Goldstein that come from the exact same series, the face from Rey, and long blonde hair from Thena. Now is Bix Colleen, except without her jacket. This custom actually is slightly different from all my other Bix customs because it actually uses the face from Cho Chang from Harry Potter. I don't know if the other face works that well, but this face looks exactly like Bix after she's been tortured by Dr. Gorst. And this hairpiece from Bellatrix Lestrange looks literally perfect, with the legs from Wildstyle and the flipped around torso from Rey from The Last Jedi, along with dark tan arms and reddish brown hands, combines for a very good Bix custom. Vel uses the exact same face and hair with the torso from Rey from Episode 7 and sand blue legs. And Mon Mothma is with her to represent the tan things that she's wearing on her. I used the torso from Master Wu from the Temple of Hair Jitsu set. Everything else is the same as last week. Then Cyril gets called by Linus Mosk, and there's some horrible connection. He uses the flipped around torso and legs from MJ from Spider-Man Far From Home, with the hands and face from TV Loki. This dark brown, messier hair, I guess, because his hair is a bit messy because he just got out of bed. And here's Sean Wan using the torso from a rebel pilot, the arms and legs from Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Kenobi show, Tony Stark's face from Marvel, and the spider swimming cap from Far From Home, the Venice Canal set. I don't know, I didn't really have a red Imperial hat, so this is what I could come up with. Then Cassian arrives at Niamos and uses the hair from the BTS set, the face from Pedro Pascal's Din Djarin, although the Season 2 Cassian Andor head could also work, with warm tan hands, orange arms, the torso also from the BTS set, and Cassian Andor's original legs. Now we have Melshi in the least Star Wars outfit possible, with the torso from some banana guy. I think that the sparkle thingies work well, even though he doesn't have these bananas on his shirt, obviously. And these have yellow short sleeves instead of normal short sleeves. It works. He uses light nougat hands, dark blue legs, and the face from Gar Saxon with Moff Gideon's hair. Let's have a little tutorial to build this phone thing.
My name is Marva Carassi Andor. I'm honored to stand before you. I'm honored to be a daughter of Ferrix, and honored to be worthy of the stone. Strange. Feels if I can see you. I was 6, I think. First time I touched a funerary stone. Heard our music, felt our history, holding my sister's hand as we walked all the way from Fountain Square. Where you stand now, I've been more times than I can remember. I always wanted to be lifted. I was always eager, always waiting to be inspired. I remember every time it happened, every time the dead lifted me with their truth. And now I'm dead. And I yearn to lift you. Not because I want to shine or even be remembered. It's because I want you to go on. I want Ferrix to continue. In my waning hours, that's what comforts me most. But I fear for you. We've been sleeping. We've had each other and Ferrix, work, our days. We had each other and they left us alone. We kept the trade lanes open and they left us alone. We took their money and ignored them. We kept their engines churning, and the moment they pulled away, we forgot them. Because we had each other. We had Ferrix. We were sleeping. I've been sleeping. I've been turning away from a truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy. There is a darkness reaching like rust into everything around us. We let it grow, and now it's here. It's here, and it's not visiting anymore. It wants to stay. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness. It is never more alive than when we sleep. It's easy for the dead to tell you to fight. And maybe it's true. Maybe fighting's useless. Perhaps it's too late. But I'll tell you this. If I could do it again, I'd wake up early and be fighting these bastards from the start. Fight the Empire!
Okay, let's finally make customs from episode 12, Rick's Road. Interestingly enough, we start the episode with Willman working on a bomb, and he uses the flipped around torso from Tito from Ninjago City Gardens, nougat hands which match the face from Darth Dev from the Dark Falcon, Harry Potter's hair, the neck hood piece from Green Arrow, and black legs. While you could use the official Dedra minifigure torso and face for this character, I did give her this blonde ponytail, the torso from Zane from the Lego Ninjago movie, dual molded white on top, black on bottom legs, and to skip forward a while, I gave her the Black Widow face, except it's flipped around to show her angry side, and she has this pistol here, which she is being stomped on by the citizens, and she fails miserably at trying to get it, so Cyril has to rescue her, but that's way later in the episode. Natakon's torso from season 6 of Ninjago works surprisingly well for this version of Brasso. I kind of just put Nurchi here using a torso that I got from Build-A-Figure, a brown satchel, the face from a Jurassic World ACU guard, Tony Stark, spiky black hair, and the legs from Luthen Rael. Now we have Vel and Cinta, and she uses the legs from Ronin from Ninjago City Gardens, the torso from Penguin from the Lego Batman movie, sand green arms, medium nougat hands, and the same face and hair as before. She has this knife with blood that's not hers, and she tells that to Vel, who uses the legs from TV Loki, the torso from Voldemort from the first Harry Potter collectible minifigure series, the same face and Green Arrow neck hood piece flipped around to get her tunic, and a blonde ponytail and light nougat hands. We finally get to see Cassian's epic finale costume. He has a really good scene with it a little bit later, and he uses the legs from Han Solo, the torso from Luthen Rael, the blaster from the official Cassian Andor minifigure, Din Djarin's face, and the hair from Anakin. This figure, I think, turned out really great. I just really love the way it turned out, and I think it could look like an official figure. I think they could almost release this thing, only adding like green trench coat details on the legs, I guess. Here's Clem, Cassian's dad, using the torso from a Klatooinian Raider, the legs from Trudgeon from the Knights of Ren, a medium nougat satchel, a pistol, which is also from the Klatooinian Raider, a clip for him to grab the electrical components from. He uses the face from a 9-line of Calrissian, and black, almost receding hairline here. As far as our Luthen custom goes, he uses the exact same face, hair, and blaster as the official minifigure, with the torso from Trudgeon from the Knights of Ren, the black cape from Darth Rey from the Dark Falcon, the arms from Sylvie from the first Lego Marvel collectible minifigure series, black hands, the legs from Cad Bane, and this wand piece from Lego Harry Potter to create his walking walking cane. You can see this flipped around bow tie from Bruce Wayne from the Lego Batman movie, but I'm going to reverse his face and remove the bow tie so I can add the hood from Darth Ray and create this look for the character. And then we have Cyril and Linus Mosk. Cyril uses the legs from Rey from episode 7, the torso and face from TV Loki, but with black hands, and his official Cyril Karn Primor hat, because while he has a fully orange hat, it's a nice reference to the brim of the hat on the official figure being the wrong color, and Lego doesn't make an orange Imperial hat. And Linus Mosk uses the face from a fireman from the Lego Batman movie, the hair from James Bond, a 1x1 light bluish gray stud, and this flame orange flower piece to create his drink. And then the torso comes from a rebel crew. He has black hands, green short legs with black 1x1 plates underneath of them. Brasso and his ceremonial gear I think turned out pretty good, with the torso from Legacy Kai, the super ultra rare and coveted Legacy Kai, and the legs from Kai from the Lego Ninjago movie. A lot of Kai parts there. I don't know how to build his hat though, but I did give him Marva's funerary stone with a 1x1 dark orange tile. Our little lightning round of Imperial customs starts with the Black Imperial officer who is leading the army troopers on Ferrix, and he is composed of Commander Prodigy with Lex Luthor's face and a black cape. There's a huge number of combinations that you could use for the Riot Shield guy. I call them the Imperial Navy Troopers. But I gave him the flipped around torso from Fennec Shand, which is not something that I've seen a lot of people do, with Darth Vader's arms and the legs from an Imperial TIE pilot, the face from a Rebel Trooper, and the hat piece from Trudgeon. The ATSC driver faces and hats could also work pretty well. And I also gave him a spear and this 2x3 white tile clip shield with a 2x3 tile to complete the thing. And I put a stormtrooper with him because I thought it fit. Marva doing her speech looks very funny. I put Bimo here, who is projecting her hologram with a slew of 1x1 translucent blue studs, the torso from the Master Chen mascot from Ninjago City Gardens, and the face and hands from Aunt May from Spider-Man, the hair from Misako from Ninjago, and this brown satchel to create her ceremonial sash. Cassian rescues Bix and loses the trench coat using the torso from a Jurassic World ACU guard and the arms from the Mandalorian, which is kind of ironic given we used his head. Then we have the Mothmas and the Skoldans, who are missing Deva's wife because I just don't care about building her. But on Mothma, she uses the exact same head and hair as before, the torso from Thena from the Eternals, and blue legs. You could use the exact same custom from Mon Mothma that I used in my first video from season 2, but I decided to give her blue legs because the aqua dress just made her look kind of weird with all the other characters. I don't know, it just looked weird compared to everybody else. Lita used the torso from old Luke Skywalker, except I removed one of the gray hands and swapped it for a light nougat hand with a dark tan 1x2 plate on top of this aqua bluish 1x2 brick. Perrin uses the torso from Alfred Pennyworth from the Lego Batman movie, the legs from a Mandalorian Tribe Warrior, and the hands, head, and hair from Sirius Black. Davos Skolden uses the exact same custom as last week, except I just removed the extra shoulder and waist accessories. One of those actually goes to Stecken Skolden using the torso from Tina Goldstein, these arms from Batpack Batman to get some gold sparkly details. I think the extra arm printing really works. I gave him the head and hands from one of the members from the BTS set, this dark brown soupy hairstyle, and blue short legs with 1x1 square tiles on the bottom. And we already made Cassian here, so let's go over to Luthen without his jacket, using the torso from one of the Shark Army characters from the Lego Ninjago movie, the arms from Penguin from the Lego Batman movie, the exact same legs, head, hair, and bow tie as before, and I gave him Cassian's blaster because Cassian gives him his blaster, so he shoots him if he doesn't like him. And that rounds out Andor Season 1 in Lego.
And legitimately, to those of you guys who have watched every episode in this series, to everyone who has subscribed, liked, and wanted to comment, legitimately, thank you. Oh, and one last thing.
Bye, guys.